recording. It is our Changing Tides team call, May 17th on a Tuesday. I was just Snapchatting. I'm trying to find ways to incorporate other social media sites like to my business, as if I'm not already annoying enough on Facebook. People can now watch me on Instagram and Snapchat and maybe Twitter in the future. And so, yeah, people can just follow me all over the place and I'll be everywhere. But Snapchat is one that I just use for like personal fun because the filters are so addicting. But I have been watching, Megan just got Snapchat and she uses it for business, of course. And the way she has been using her Snapchat is really neat. And she just immediately, she'll do like a really quick video talking about how she has a sneak peek to coaching coming up. And then the next picture will be like the next Snapchat will be a like picture of herself with the link to where they can find her sneak peek group. And she's got a bunch of followers already on Snapchat, most that came directly from her Facebook page anyway, but it's cool watching her play around with Snapchat. Okay, so I'm going to talk a lot about the top 10 coaches. And the reason is because a lot of them have built these big social media pages with over 30,000 followers. And I will say that I don't follow any of them except for Megan. And the reason behind that is I don't want it to get in my head. I don't want to constantly stare at all of their pages and think like I need to be just like them or I need to post exactly what they're posting. Believe it or not, there are actually coaches out there who copy and paste what they are sharing and share it on their own personal page. And it's kind of a crazy thing. And I just didn't want to feel like I had to be like them. And so I don't follow them. But I do check in on their pages every once in a while for inspiration, which is what I think you guys should do. I think it's a great idea to check in on some of these pages that are super successful. I mean, think Outside Beachbody and the girls from Tone It Up. I love Tone It Up and I love their brand and I think it's brilliant. And so I love going to their page and checking in on what they're posting, what they're talking about, how they're filming their videos, you know, the content that they're posting. It's the same market as our market. It's health and fitness, you know, and a lot of my stuff I love gearing to, because I started in Hawaii and I still like to think I live there. I gear towards like the beach and yeah, I shouldn't anymore, but I can't help myself. And Tone It Up, a lot of their stuff is about the beach life and all that coolness. And so I follow Tone It Up, and Emily Skye is a huge fitness mogul, and she, I think, got her start on social media. So looking at these other women who have branded themselves on Facebook and on social media by themselves, it's really helpful to just check out their pages and try and learn from them as much as possible. So a lot of people have questions on how to brand themselves. What makes you interesting? What makes you someone people would want to follow? So I think there are a few different things that are really important. First of all, you obviously want to be true to yourself. You want to be genuine. You don't want to pretend you're somebody you're not. You don't want to copy and paste somebody else's posts on your page. I think we all know that. But we also want to post things that are engaging. And I say that because social media is a place people come to be social. They want to talk to one another. There's supposed to be this like community feel to social media. And that's going to extend beyond your warm market and your friends and family when you become a health and fitness coach and you create your like page. And so you want to be engaging people you don't know to talk to you and to comment on your posts and your videos and your photos, to click on your ad and fill out your form. And so trying to find ways to engage those people is really important. I'm still really working on that. Sometimes I feel like I have a lot of post engagement. I have a lot of people commenting, asking questions. Sometimes I feel like my posts fall completely flat and nobody comments or likes or shares or anything at all. So it is a game of trial and error. It is a matter of seeing what works for you, seeing what is comfortable for you, and who you're going to appeal to. So that's important. I don't have this written down, so I don't know why I keep looking at my paper. I'm trying to think of other really important things. Be genuine, be engaging, and be consistent. I can't say that enough. A lot of these coaches we're going to look at today have 30,000 plus followers. Megan has 115,000 followers on her page, and that didn't happen overnight. Megan's been a coach for over 3.5 years. It took time to build her page. It took a lot of time. It took consistency. It took posting 2 to 3 times a day. She shares a lot of the things that she did in the beginning that she wishes she didn't do, like taking selfies with your Shakeology and just posting that every day, or using the already created Beachbody files, like, like the pictures they have where it's like challenge pack, $70 off, and posting that to her like page. And she was like, don't do it. So it is nice to know what not to do also. But just remember, this didn't happen overnight. They didn't get 30,000 followers overnight. And it takes a lot of time to build your page. I would say I've been building my page for a year now, and I don't have 2,000 followers yet. So it takes a lot of time. And hopefully maybe a viral video that you might have, which would be really exciting. Megan had this paper plates video where she was working out with paper plates, and it went viral. And I think that was where she got a ton of her followers in the beginning, was from that video. And so yeah, I'm gonna screen share. Do you guys have any questions before I start like going on Facebook and getting into the top coaches pages? Okay, so I'm going to do, Melanie Mitro is the #1 coach 2 years running. Amy Silverman is the #2 coach. Megan, of course, is #3. I'm not going in order for any real reason, but they all are totally different people. And I think this is so important for you guys to understand. It's not like the top 10 coaches are all, I don't know, are all moms or are all any certain category. They're all so different from one another and have built this business and have been so successful that they're top coaches. So that's why I'm kind of picking who I'm picking, to show you how different everybody is. And then I'm going to show you Brittany Leggett and maybe Lindsay Matley, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to start with Melanie and screen share. I'm recording this and I'm going to post it to YouTube so people can watch the video, but I think it's kind of funny if like the top 10 coaches stumble across this video of me talking about them. I'm sure there's so many videos like this, I don't think they care anymore. But okay, can you guys see my Facebook page that I have pulled up? Yes, awesome. Okay, so this is Melanie Mitro's page. #1 coach 2 years in a row. Her page is, this is her personal page that she also uses for her business. So you can tell everything is very like health and fitness related, kind of all about her fitness biz, but also a little bit more personal, I think. And then she has her Committed to Getting Fit like page. And you can see she has quite a lot of followers, but actually the big generator for new coaches, new challengers for Melanie is her blog and her website. Her blog and her website are really, really, really popular, extremely popular. And so we're going to go to her website so you guys can see. And I want to say it's never too early to start creating things like this. It's never too early to give yourself a blog or a website, a Facebook page. It's all going to add value to yourself and add value to your business. When I created my website, which I probably took too long to do because it was really fun and exciting, it just felt like it added a lot of value to what I was doing. People were like, oh, she has a website. Ooh, it's just more exciting. A blog is great too. A lot of people follow I never really was into blogging too much, but I have been more now because I'm learning how hugely successful it can be. So when you pull up her website, it's her Blogspot account, you can see, sorry, I'm trying to move stuff out of the way. The very first thing here is set up a time to talk to her. Very engaging. Immediately, the first thing that pops up, you actually have to move it out of the way before you access her blog and her website is, are you struggling with your own health and fitness journey? Do you want support? Are you looking for clean eating and fitness support or just motivation? Ask me about the different ways I can help you. Set time to discuss. Like, that's awesome. Look at how easy that is. Someone is on her page for a reason, and look, right there, all they have to do is click on that button, and she already has that connection with them right off the bat. So I think that's really, really clever. And her blog is just very popular. She's a mom. She talks a lot about mom life. She talks a lot about how she wasn't fit and healthy before and the changes that she made in her life to become healthy. And yeah, I mean, being a #1 coach isn't so bad. So she gets to talk about her upcoming trip to Bora Bora for the top 10 coaches. So that's some fun stuff to blog about. But I recommend looking through things like this. I kind of like to scroll through her blog too. It holds her accountable as well. When you look at this, it shows what she's doing this week. This is her workout schedule this week. And so she's going to share her schedule for the week before she starts. And then as the days go on, people are following her and they're knowing what she's doing and they're checking in with her, and it holds her accountable too in her health and fitness journey. So anyway, her blog is really popular. So if you are already a blogger or you never thought you could blog in your life, I would consider it. It's a cool way to reach a totally different market and to get across everything that you want to get across without having to put like novels and novels in a Facebook post. If you want to tell your story, a blog is a great way to tell your story instead of posting really long things on Facebook, which work too. A lot of people do that. So, okay, I am going to move on to Amy. So Amy, I wanted to show you right off the bat her pinned post. So in your pages, you're going to play around with things. You're going to realize you can do all these cool things in your Facebook pages, but you can pin a post to the top that will stay at the top. So like in our Changing Tides team page, I currently have pinned the new coach checklist. You can pin something to the top of a page. And this is her current ad to get people to join her team. So it's long, and so it's going to open up in another page. But she posted a long, long story about what got her to want to become a health and fitness coach, how it changed her life, and how she thinks it could change your life too. And so this is her really before and after photo. And these are really successful, posting, you know, what life used to be like before you were a coach. She's the top 2 coach now. So she talks a lot about being how she used to be a waitress and she struggled and she worked paycheck to paycheck and she wasn't happy. And she just took this leap of faith with somebody, became a coach. And she has a very strong personality. If you guys know or don't know Amy Silverman, she is a strong woman. She has very strong opinions, and she is kind of like no shit about this business. Like, look, if you want it, you can have it, but you have to work for it, and you're going to work for it if you're on my team. And she's very adamant about things like that. And so I enjoy it. I think it's great. I think that some people need that, like, look, this is what you got to do attitude. But this is just a good example of one of her ads for people to join her team. And so what you do is you fill out this application. And if you're interested in joining the team, I've done this as well. A lot of people use these applications. I use Google Docs, but I am going to change to Wufoo because when somebody fills out my Google Docs application, I don't get a notification. So if I don't check that every day, and check old ones too, because I have old ones linked to my website, then I can easily miss somebody's application. Wufoo, WUFOO, it notifies you when somebody fills it out. So that's a really great tool to use. The Google Docs is fun. You can make it like all pretty. I don't know if Wufoo is the same way, but she's using Jotform. I'm assuming she gets a notification, but it's very straightforward. You just create this, they fill it out, they submit it, and then you get their information and can contact them directly through the form. And so this is a good example of her, how she's trying to recruit people to join her team. Yeah, her page is she lives in the Caribbean. So her page is super islandy and fun and outdoorsy and yoga and tattoos. And so that's kind of her market is just like strong-willed, very opinionated people who are looking to grow their business, hopefully grow it fast. And yeah, so that's her page, Amy's page. You guys seriously can interrupt me if I'm rambling or if you have questions or comments. I don't want to just talk at you for an hour. So I'm just like kind of going through. Anella, Kate, Janelle, Taylor, my Hawaii people. Amy would be a good person to kind of check out her page because she lives an island life and she posts a lot about living on an island and kind of shares like all of like the neat things that I think really appeals to a lot of people about the tropical life. And so you could get some ideas from her and her posts as well. She posts a lot of cool stuff, fun island stuff. Okay, I am going to do Brittany Leggett, and I think that's all I'm going to do for branding. Brittany, I don't believe made top 10. I think she was number 11. I think she just fell short. But Lindsay Matway, Bonnie Engel, and Brittany Leggett, I believe, are all on the same team, which is Bombshell Dynasty, and it was started by Lindsay Matway. And Lindsay is she's a top 10 coach, and you'll see this, and they say it is they recruit bombshells. Blonde bombshells. That's like their target audience. Very different from what a lot of other people do. They target and go after blonde women. And so that's kind of their market. That's who they talk to and appeal to. But this is Brittany's page. That's her personal page. This is Brittany's page. And I wanted to scroll through her page really quick because she posts a lot of great content. Her page is growing and growing very quickly. And she made top 10 or just short of top 10 fast. And it's because she's been very, very authentic and genuine and real about what she's going through in life. So right now she's going through IVF treatments, and she's gone through several treatments that have not worked. And she's been sharing that journey and sharing the struggle and relating to a lot of people that have gone through that or that are going through that. And so if you can take the difficult things that you're going through in life too and turn them around into something that can help other people, educate other people, and engage other people in your page, it's a really good thing to do. Megan also is going through some tough things with her daughter, has juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, and this is a new development, and they've been dealing a lot with doctor's visits and steroid injections and physical therapy, and she's been sharing that on her page. And not that this is like use your kids to get followers kind of thing, but she's been sharing the difficult things that she's been going through with that, and she now has a totally different audience that's joining her page to hear about what she's doing with her daughter who's going through juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, because they have gone through or are going through the same thing. So the difficult things in life, as well as like the great and fun things, are really important to share because people want to hear what your life is truly like. We have a lot of awesome leaders on our team, Fit and Fierce, who are moms, and I love following their pages because it's so inspiring to see all of their awesome posts about how they live a healthy and fit life while they're super busy working full time and they're moms and they just have all this crazy stuff going on. So important to be really genuine and share the difficult things as well. And you can be very real about it. So I wanted to just go down. This is her ad. This is her ad to get people to join her team. Notice how long these are. These are long posts. They're not just saying, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. You should totally join my team because it's awesome. Like, they're sharing their story here. As a new nurse, I was just trying to find my place. I wanted to help people and I wanted to make a difference. You know, fast forward a few years, I was happily married, working nurse who kind of just accepted that this was life. Bills were tough, life was challenging, yada, 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 keeps going. This is all very important. When she became a coach, it's been 3 years now. What has happened since then? Do you want to make a change and become a coach? So these things are important. She uses Wufoo. This is what the Wufoo application looks like. They are much more plain looking. I like Google Docs because it's fun and pretty, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And so, yeah, hers is a lot longer. She asks a lot more questions. So looking at the applications that they're using, looking at what they're using for their pictures, for their content, she has that you can fill out the application or email her, which is great. She also talks about how she's doing a new coach or a coach training program. So yeah, just good examples of how to create meaningful and engaging content on your pages. Check out their pages. Also follow a lot of the, I wouldn't say follow the top 10 coaches if you don't want to, but follow fellow Fit and Fierce coaches. Some of the leaders on Fit and Fierce have really awesome pages that are really fun to follow and will give you great ideas for engaging content. Yeah. These top coaches aren't doing anything crazy. They're not doing anything different or crazy out there that is getting them these followers. At this point, yeah, they're spending probably quite a bit on advertising on Facebook. I would say once they have, you know, this many followers and you're making this kind of income, you can invest more into advertising. Just so you know, advertising is a huge tax write-off. So when you are thinking about what you want to invest your money in this business, if you put money into advertising and marketing on Facebook, it's a big tax write-off. So just keep track of all of that in like an Excel spreadsheet. It's worth running the ads and boosting the posts and trying to reach other people. But if you don't have a social media page yet, please start one. I highly recommend Facebook. Instagram is great too. I have just found that Facebook is easy for communicating. I usually, from other accounts like Instagram, Snapchat, things like that, I'm always directing them to my Facebook page or to my email. So Facebook's like my hub, and I feel like a lot of people use that too. If you have other blogs, websites, that's great. But yeah. Questions? I was going to talk about recruiting and inviting and all this stuff, but like, we're not going to get into all kinds of different topics in one call. I think talking about branding and creating your social media page is a big, big topic. And I just wanted to focus on that tonight once I started kind of getting my notes together. When you create your pages, we already know not to make it a Beachbody billboard, but you don't want the name of your page to be like Carissa Novak, Beachbody coach. You know, make it something clever, something different. I'm trying to remember exactly what Taylor's not on this call right now, but Taylor made I think she called it Fitbook. Her page was like Facebook, but Fitbook. And I thought that was cute. It's something different, something clever, or just put your name if you don't want to like overthink it. But have fun with it. Don't overanalyze every post. There are gonna be posts that you feel like you spent 30 minutes putting together and posting that no one's ever going to even look at. And then there's going to be something where you're like, oh, look, I'm lying here with my kid on the floor and we're both really tired. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, I love it. And you're like, what the heck? You're going to see that in the team pages all the time. They're like, you know, this video I took forever editing that I posted got like 2 likes, but a picture of my son throwing up on me got 85,000. You know, like it's just have fun, just be real and genuine, post whatever you want to post, make it engaging, make it exciting, and just know that some things aren't going to work and some things are going to work, and you have to have that healthy mix, I guess, on your page, and over time it will grow. But I'm not talking about inviting and recruiting, but inviting and recruiting is really, really important. So keep talking to people, explain what you're doing, share the passion that you have about it, share what you're doing, what this team is about. Even though we have started the challenge group today, what's today? Tuesday. Yesterday we started our challenge group for 30 days. Even though that has started, if people order from you now, you can still add them to that challenge group. It is a 30-day group, so you can let them know you're going to be joining a week late. I can add you to this one or add you to the next one. And so they still have that sense of urgency to sign up with you, and they know they'll have a support group. I will be, of course, running another one in June. I will let you know June might be a little bit insane for me. My husband's leaving for a while, and so we are trying to plan a trip internationally. And so I don't know like when I'm going to be gone, but yeah, just always know there will be a challenge group running if you're a new coach or if you just want to add your people to my challenge group. I love running them with my coaches. I only have a few challengers a month because I just usually sign up new coaches. So I love running them with you guys. I think it creates a really fun environment. And when you have a bunch of coaches doing it together too, you get more people in there, and more minds come together to create a good environment, and you can all share recipes and all share fitness tips with the challengers in the group. So yeah, that's it about the challenge group and inviting. I want you guys to all hit Success Club this month and all get to at least Emerald rank. Set goals for yourself. I'm going to open it up for questions because we have 5 minutes left of this call. And then any questions, any at all. It doesn't have to be about branding or social media. Oh, I still have screen share on. Let me end my screen share first of all. There we go. Any questions, you guys can type them in the chat too. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. The more people we get on these calls and the more consistent we are with them, I can get some fun people to do guest speaking calls and stuff as well. I know I'm terrible and I haven't posted the recording from the Fit and Fierce call last night. It's on the Fit and Fierce page. I'm going to do that after this call, I promise. But it was a really good one. It's one of those that's like, it'll just get you all fired up. There's definitely like good tips that came from that, but it's going to get you all motivated and fired up. His story is pretty neat. So I would definitely watch that one or listen to it whenever you have spare time. Okay, so the challenge groups. So we run challenge groups every month, and every coach can run them however they want to. Sometimes I do a 5-day group, sometimes 10-day. Sometimes I will tailor it specifically to a workout program, like 21-Day Fix, and I'll run a 21-day group, and it's only for people who have purchased the 21-Day Fix package through me. And so these are a space where we provide support and accountability to our customers who order through us. So we don't want to just sell them something and leave them to go figure it out on their own. It's a great space for them to have the support of other people doing a fitness program all starting on the same day. Accountability, so they can post their their shake that they had for the day, what food they're eating, their goals that they want to accomplish, before and after photos, and talk a lot. It's tough. Some challenge groups are super engaging and you get a lot of communication and a lot of people posting and talking, and it's awesome. And then some are just much more quiet and they take time to develop. But basically, it's something that we use to hold our customers accountable and give them the support that they need. It's what gives us our value as online health and fitness coaches and not just salespeople. People are looking for us to actually help and coach them. So it also helps create a sense of urgency for when we're talking to people and inviting them to our challenges. We want to have a date that they start so that they can make sure they order to get their stuff in time, and then they get all their stuff together and we can teach them about how to clean out their fridge and how to give them, the best tools and recipes and stuff they need to be successful. Is it done through a Facebook group that you invite them to, or how do you communicate? Yeah, it's all through Facebook. There is now a challenge tracker app that they just came out with like 2 months ago, I think, or maybe even a month ago. We tried that for a challenge group, and a lot of people I don't think were used to the app and didn't like having to go to a separate site. And so Facebook has been most successful. That's where we run all of our groups. I'm going to add you to, we have one that started yesterday called Summer Strong. So I'll add you and you can see what it looks like and kind of how the challenge group works. And if you have any customers or coaches that sign up with you, you can just add them to that too in the start. I have less than a minute left in this call, so I'm going to end it so that it doesn't kick me off, because that always happens. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you have any more questions, just message me privately. I will be on my computer for the next hour or so until my show comes on, and then I fall asleep. All right. Have a good rest of the week. Bye.